Family, we are here with another video, and today we are going to be talking about what it's like traveling to Dubai in 2022. Okay, so this was actually our second time going to Dubai within the past 4 months, and I would say it was definitely a different experience than the first time we went. I would say completely different. Everything was different in 2022 than it was when we went in October of 2021. So the first thing we're going to start with are the travel restrictions. What do you need and what do you need to do before traveling into Dubai?
So first thing you guys want to do before you travel to Dubai is you want to make sure that you have a passport, of course, right? Because this is an international destination depending on where you're traveling from. And the UAE does not take anybody unless they have those certain credentials. So before you're traveling to Dubai, you want to make sure you have a passport. Now, after that, you want to make sure that you are either vaccinated or have a COVID-19 test. Your COVID test only has to be within 72 hours of you leaving your destination. We left out of the US, so if you're leaving out of the United States, only thing you need is a COVID test within 72 hours of your flight departure.
As he mentioned, we did fly from the USA, so if you are flying in from somewhere else, please make sure that you click in the description to just check what are the requirements for if you're flying out of the country in which you are flying out of. So currently, the restrictions haven't really changed since we went to Dubai in 2021. They're pretty much the same. The only thing that I would say is a big difference, which you really must pay attention to, is when we went in 2021, we were able to take our COVID test to return to the US, I think 48 to 72 hours before coming back. But now you cannot have a COVID test that is more than 24 hours. So you have to get an express test to be able to make sure that one, your test comes back in time, and two, that it is within that 24-hour time range, or you will not be able to come back to the US. You currently do not need a vaccine to fly into Dubai, but if you were flying into like Abu Dhabi or something like that, you would need a vaccine. So once again, make sure you guys are looking specifically at the location in which you are flying into, and specifically for the requirements of where you are flying out from.
So greatly, Dubai is a safe place. So when it comes to COVID and vaccinations, they are all for it. But also when it comes to wearing a mask, they are very strict. So when you go into certain places, they're going to require you to wear a mask whether or not you're vaccinated or not. I did notice when I was in Dubai that some places were very strict about it, but also there were some places that were not so strict about it. But just to make sure that you refrain from any issues, from any places that you enter, just make sure you wear a mask. I do recall when we did stay at the Atlantis that they were very strict about you wearing a mask as you walked around the property due to the amount of people that come in and out, whether they're staying on the property or they're just visiting for the day. So you guys want to definitely make sure that you are protected in that way.
So when it comes to actual mandates in Dubai, as Wale said, the mask part is probably the biggest thing for them, but there aren't any current curfews out there, at least nothing we've experienced. And when you look at the website, it doesn't say anything about curfews as well. So that's a good thing, because I know some countries, even that are a lot less strict than Dubai, do have curfews. So Dubai does not have any curfews at the moment. So one of the biggest things that we worry about when traveling to Dubai, especially as a woman, I was concerned about my wardrobe, what I could wear in Dubai. So the first time I went to Dubai, I did actually do research on what outfits were appropriate, and I found out that you pretty much could wear whatever you want. Unless you were going somewhere like the mosque or something like that, then you would have to be fully covered. But when it comes to like walking around, going to certain excursions, you can do whatever you want. Of course, be respectful. But I will say, when I did did go to the mall. My friend and I were going for an excursion in the water to like go swimming with the fish and snorkeling. And as we were rushing through the mall, my friend did have on like her bathing suit top and shorts. They did stop us and ask her to put on more clothes and cover up. So they did want to take down her information, but we were such in a rush, so they let us slide. But that is one thing I will say, if you are in public places, for the most part, just make sure you have on full clothes. They probably don't want to see you like with your boobs out or your stomach out, things like that. Like that would be appropriate in the US. So that definitely is something to pay attention to.
So overall, guys, I mean, the restrictions are pretty much simple. I mean, no different than probably other places that you may have traveled to. They're not as strict when it comes to every little thing. I mean, you don't have to be fully vaccinated to enter Dubai. So for those people who are not fully vaccinated, this is definitely a destination in which you can travel to. As long as you do not have COVID, you are okay. And they are very welcoming to everybody. Other than that, all the information is out there. You guys can go and check out online, or we will give the description below here on this video. And with that being said, for anybody who is looking to do any future trips to any destinations worldwide, We Out and About is our brand, and we are the major curators of the trips that we do, ranging from the US, the UK, Africa, Asia, wherever your heart so desires. We plan the trip, you have an amazing time, and come back with good memories.
Thank you guys for tuning in. See you on the next one.